Hello, my name's Alicia, and for my midterm project for Afro Haitian dance, I decided to prepare my own Haitian meal. After doing research and looking up different recipes, I noticed that rice and beans is by far the most common Haitian dish and the most traditional. However, another common food that kept popping up on every website that I looked at was plantains. So for tonight, my main focus will be on frying the plantains and then also cooking up some rice that I already had at home and some black beans and green onion to go with it. I went to Safeway and I grabbed about 4 plantains, which should be plenty. I learned that the darker they are, the sweeter they taste, and being a sweet tooth, I chose the darkest possible ones that they had. The greener ones almost have a more of a starchy potato or squash taste to them, so it really depends on your preference. I will admit that before this project I never really bothered trying plantains because I never understood what they were or how they were different from bananas other than what they look like. Well, it turns out there's a huge difference. They are technically in the banana family, but unlike bananas, they cannot be eaten raw, and they have to either be boiled or fried. And they are very popular in Western Africa and Caribbean countries, and over time they became a really common Haitian meal. They can be a meal or they can be like a dessert or a snack. They also thrive best in tropical climates. Their skin is much thicker than the bananas. It's almost like peeling a really tough corn husk. It again depends on how ripe it is. And when cutting into it, you can do whatever you like. I tried to cut it at an angle just so I could get longer pieces, and it makes it look a little more fancy that way. Alright, so I added a couple of tablespoons of oil into a pan at a medium heat, and I began the frying process. You want to start flipping the pieces when they get to a nice dark golden brown. The goal is to have them crispy on the outside and sweet and tender on the inside. So here's the final product. For my first time frying plantains, I think they came out pretty well. I could definitely tell the difference. Oh, okay, so here's the rice and beans with the green onion, and I added some lime juice to the rice and some salt to the plantains, and it pretty much came out perfect. I'm proud of myself. What I was saying was I could definitely tell the difference between the sweeter ones and the green ones, the starchier ones. So it really is, again, just your preference.